Welcome to Sims, Witches, and Warlocks. So, in this episode, before we get into anything, I want to point out two things that happened. They're not really major, but still. Um, Caspian aged up into a young adult. Again, not very major. And secondly, thing which is kind of major, but when we left the last episode, I stood on for a little bit. Um, Past that mark, and we lost Captain Whittaker, which means we are now down to one dog remaining, which is Captain Whittaker and Lily's puppy, which was Demon, who is still here. He's going strong, but he is an elder guy, so we could potentially end up losing him in this episode. I'm not guaranteeing that, and I'm not saying that it's going to happen. But I'm just saying that could possibly happen in this episode. The other thing I have planned for this episode is kind of exciting. It's going to be bringing in a new type of creature to the game. And it's not going to be necessarily a bad creature, but it's going to be a creature that's also going to be taking part of this series as well. Because these guys have been talking and they really need some help. And around the house, mainly, and all that, and someone to kind of have like a little bit of muscle to back them up. But it needs to be someone that is potentially used to witches, someone that's used to having supernatural creatures around. And Caspian has met him through school, but obviously Caspian has not graduated. I don't know, not quite sure if he graduated or not, but there is a young werewolf that will be joining the series, and he will be a forever part of the series. And I don't know, I'm considering possibly making either probably Caspian, potentially maybe in a romantic thing with him. I don't know if I want to do that though, because I have a lot of same-sex male couples. And I really want to have a same-sex female couple. Unfortunately, the werewolf is a male, so I can't do anything about that. But, so, I'm going to go ahead and have Caspian go on over to pick him up. Because Caspian said he will go pick him up, and we will meet him then. And then he will officially join the series. He'll be moving out of his parents' mine. Yes, you heard me that correctly. A werewolf mind that they've been living in, and his parents said about pretty much he's just getting old enough. Like, he doesn't want to live with his parents anymore, because his parents kind of live like the whole old werewolf style, like, eating people and eating meat and stuff like that. And he said about he'd rather just be someone completely different versus what his parents want him to be. So his parents agreed on him moving out, and pretty much they're kicking him out, might as well say. So that's why. So I'll pick this up when we get there. Okay, so let me quickly introduce you to who is whom here. We have Lana, which I got off of the gallery, but I just edited up her name. And this is Antonio. I added him to be her husband, which I also got off the gallery. And I got the original version of this, I got off the gallery, but I kind of made it as my own. But this is their son. He's a teen, but his name is Lucien. That's how I pronounce it, anyways. So he is ready to leave. He is actually going to school, but these guys are talking about vampires. But I think he would be polite enough to at least introduce himself to Antonio and Lana, since they are his parents. And this is their house. Yes, it's actually built in a mine. So he's gonna knock on the door so you can actually enter, and I can just show you what it looks like. Um, and they're pretty much gonna show him around, kind of thing. But Lucien is back as well, so we can actually go ahead and actually add him to the family. I think they officially approved of him moving in with us. So Lucien is still here as well, but okay, so they allowed him to come in. Anyways, their house is very crammed. Like, this is their room. Very small little room. Then if you go actually deeper into the mind, you gotta literally go deep. Then way down here is where Lucien's room used to be. But yeah, this is an old mine that they pretty much made into a bedroom for Lucien, and he just couldn't deal with it anymore. So he'll be moving out with us, and he'll be moving on in with us, and he will be a potentially good person to move in with us because he is going to help us a lot when it comes to fighting new obstacles that could potentially come towards us. Okay, but now we're heading home, but so I'll pick this up once we get home. Okay, so the only other thing that he knows about being a werewolf pretty much so far is the whole moonlight thing doesn't necessarily always work with him, and he said sometimes he can even channel it. Like, he can go into it channeling it. So he said he's going to show the world now what he looks like as a werewolf. Well, more so show the family, but so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so yes, he kind of looks a little bit off, and that's because I had to work with what I could to make it. But this is his werewolf form, guys. So that's the best I could do, honestly. But he is a werewolf, plain and simple. And I actually had to use, if you guys are wondering how I did it, I had to use that he was an alien. But he's not an alien, he's a werewolf. So we're going to say that he can go in and out of it pretty well. But in addition to that, he's just pretty much getting acquainted with the whole family and realizing that he actually has a house now. Because, I mean, before it pretty much had to be chilly all the time. Because, I mean, he's still at the bottom of a mine that's not really much protected. But still, and you never know what darkness hides. Like, it seems like there's always another darkness coming in this series, and there is another thing coming in this series. But for now, I was kind of thinking maybe we could focus a little bit more on Azrael and her career, her business now. And Azrael obviously wants to get back into magic, and now that she's gotten her power back, she really wants to focus more on potions. So she's going to start working down that road of getting potions as well. Caspian, now that he's a younger version of a witch, he's really wanting potions as well. And Azrael is kind of like, you guys really have to understand something. I've learned from potions that things aren't always what they seem. But if you want to try potions, I'm willing to let you. I can't control you guys. You are old enough to know better yourselves. Now, he could... I think I really want him to do this one. So he needs Mandrake, Sage, Morcubus, and Diamond. And there's a reason why I want him to do that one. Because of a certain person. So, I need to get some of that stuff. So, I think Mandrake and Sage might be pretty easy to find around here. I'm not sure if it'll be, good or in season because of the winter, but we can definitely look. Okay, that's not what I thought it was going to be. Okay. We might have to wait till winter goes away, but... Oh, there's a fishing spot. Oh, there's something. What's this? Sage bush. We can harvest the sage, or we can... What's magic? Okay, we can't. I don't want to do that. We want to harvest all the sages. And now we just need to find some mandrake. If not, I know exactly where we can go to get some mandrake. But I think the reason why I want to do that one is because he's going to make it for an experiment. Only one person's going to take it for it. So he's got the harvestables, and I think he's ready to head on over to the magical realm. And potentially... But another thing that happened in the last episode also is he has to realize, or Ambrose has to realize, he has a daughter now that he has to focus on with what she had with Sabrina, Sabrina Spellman to be exact. But someone else is coming. Alice, I know you're looking. You want to look at her, but she needs stuff done. And or Azrael. Okay, Azrael can do it. That's fine. Alright. But the good thing about this family is they all seem to be working and helping each other out. And Azrael's going to watch the baby, I guess, while Ambrose heads on over to the magical realm. Because he says he has to go and do a little bit of shopping at the magical realm. He said, I will return very soon. So he's got the Glimmer Stone. So he's going to go ahead and travel to the magical realm now. So I'll be back once we get there. Okay, so we're here at Caster's Alley at the magical realm. If they don't have it here, then I'm going to go ahead and might need some death flowers too, so I might buy a couple of these things as well. Could have got sage here too. Might as well buy a couple potatoes as well, and a couple of this other stuff as well, just in case we might need that down the line. Might as well buy a couple dirt frogs as well. and zombie Carls. Alright. But we need to go get some mandrake, and I know that there's a place here in the magical realm that has it, and that's the garden. So we're gonna head on over to the garden now. Return to headquarters, and then we gotta find the portal to go to the garden, which I believe, unless this is mandrake right here, maybe. I think this is mandrake. Yes. Harvest all the mandrakes. So he's gotten all the mandrakes. He's also found some weird stuff. Okay. Now I think we can head back to Glimmerbrook. Because I think he's picked up everything that he needs for now. Where is our Glimmerstone? He could destroy the Glimmerstone as well. I didn't know you could do that, but I gotta go ahead and head back to Glimmerbrook. So now that's finished. I'm head back home and see if we got everything ready for the potion of immortality. And we'll go ahead and brew it. And I'll pick this up when we get back home. Okay, so he's gotten all the potion ingredients now thanks to the help of his friends because he didn't have everything when we came back. But but Lucien helped him out getting some of the stuff. So he's brewing that potion now. And he said the reason why he wants to brew it is for future times that you never know when we might need it. Like, he has other potions in his inventory that we don't know when we might need it. But it is getting kind of late, so the others are going to head to bed while he is doing that. Meanwhile, Lucien trying to figure out where Lucien can sleep. Lucien and them are going to share a bed, I guess, for now. I think these guys are, like, friends, so they're not dating, but they're just going to be, like, roommates for now until I can figure out what to do for them. So, just bear with me. For now, they're going to share a room. And Alice is heading to bed as well. The baby is sleeping, Rosalind. So he's gonna it's got normal quality, so half and half chance kind of thing. Just gonna bottle it all up. And he's actually going, yeah. Just gonna put one of them here. He said because he has plans on doing something with it then. But he's heading off to bed. That leaves Caspian awake. And Caspian's like, immortality, I don't want to deal with what I dealt with before, with being dead and having to be brought back by Sabrina. I'm going to end this once and for all. I'm going to drink the immortality potion. But little does he know that that immortality potion could potentially backfire on him. We all seen that happen to Ambrose. See, it did not work as well as he thought, and he got some ghostly consequences. Meaning that he will not be able to, it won't be here permanently. But he, for now, is pretty much stuck as a ghost. Thanks to the whole thing. And I think he, in a way, I want him to not learn from this, experience, but in a way, I think he will learn a little bit from it, but not even Lucian knows. Like, everybody just thinks that he's gone. Like, they don't know what's going on with him. All I know is things are going to be interesting. When Ambrose finds out and when these guys find out what he's been doing, only time will tell what will happen in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. And I didn't want to do anything Jurassic in this episode because we had a Jurassic episode last week. And so with that said, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Peace.